Imagine being able to manifest $100,000 or more just by eliminating a single habit from your life. It may sound unbelievable, but that's exactly what happened to me. Once I stopped this one habit, money started flowing into my life in ways I couldn't have imagined. The change was almost immediate, and I want to show you how you can make it happen for yourself too. When I was just starting out, I wasn't earning much at all, only about $1,500 a month. Sometimes it was even less. And when I met my mentor, Bob Proctor, things started to shift. Instead of focusing on how much I was making, I started focusing on what I truly wanted to achieve. But there was one thing that had to change first. Bob told me something that completely changed the way I viewed my finances. Stop letting your current financial situation control your mind. He explained that if my present financial reality was determining my thoughts, emotions, and actions, I would only continue creating more of the same. This habit was the root of my struggle, and it was keeping me stuck. Bob showed me how to break free from this, and within a few months, I went from making a few $1,000s to earning over $10,000 a month. The next year, I hit over $100,000, and just a couple of years later, I was making over $1 million. And no, it wasn't about finding the perfect business model or acquiring new skills. It was about changing my mindset and stopping this one habit that had been holding me back. If you want to stop struggling and start attracting money into your life with less effort and more ease, here's how you can do it in 3 simple steps. Step 1. Defy logic. When I was stuck in a cycle of low income, logic told me that I would never make more than $1,500 a month, at least not anytime soon. But logic is based on past experience. And if you let your past determine your future, you'll keep getting the same results. As Albert Einstein famously said, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting different results. So, if you're constantly thinking in terms of your current reality, you're doing the same thing over and over and expecting a change. It's time to break free from that loop. The first step to manifesting more money is to stop letting your current situation define your future. Step 2. Stop working harder. Most people think they need to work harder, acquire more skills, or find a new business venture to achieve financial success. But the real key is learning how to do less, not more. Stop buying into the belief that more effort equals more money. Money doesn't always come from hard work. It comes from allowing it to flow naturally into your life. The habit you need to break is the idea that you must exhaust yourself to earn more. Instead, focus on working smarter, not harder. Step 3. Reprogram your mind. This is where the magic happens. You've got to change your internal dialogue and start telling yourself that money is easy to attract. Every day, repeat the affirmation, money comes to me freely and easily. The more you affirm this, the more your subconscious mind will start to believe it. And when that happens, you will naturally begin to take actions that align with that belief. The universe responds to your vibration. So when you believe that money comes easily, you'll start noticing opportunities and attracting wealth effortlessly. It may sound too simple, but the truth is that when you change your mindset, everything changes. If you're ready to start manifesting more money and success with less effort, start by shifting your beliefs. Remember, it all begins with stopping that one habit, the habit of letting your current situation dictate your future. And if you want to supercharge this process, be sure to get my free financial success hypnosis. Just listen to it for a few minutes every day to reprogram your subconscious mind and turn it into a magnet for wealth. Click the link below to get started. It's absolutely free. I got a funny little story that will make a huge point about how to transform your financial reality. When this kid was in 2nd grade, he asked his foster mom, "What's a scurvy elephant?" She was puzzled and said, "A scurvy elephant?" He nodded and explained, "Yeah, my teacher called me a scurvy elephant." His foster mom was horrified, thinking the teacher had said something truly mean. So she called the teacher to clear things up, and the teacher said, "Oh no, I didn't call him a scurvy elephant. I called him a disturbing element. It's cute and funny, but it actually carries a powerful lesson. To truly change your life, you need to become a disturbing element in your current environment. Think of it this way. As Steve Jobs famously said in his biography, written by Walter Isaacson, you have to become the exception to every rule. In other words, you have to break free from the limits of the world around you and not be controlled by conventional thinking. Think about it. Everything we use today, from phones and computers to electricity and airplanes, was created by people who refused to be bound by the so-called rules. They weren't following the typical logic of their time. They became disturbing elements. So, here's your first step. Start telling yourself, I am the exception to every financial rule. Write it down, say it out loud, and let it sink in. Logic no longer controls you. And when you internalize this, you open the door to something greater, something infinite. You tap into your true, abundant nature. You are the exception to every rule. Step 2. Deny the evidence of your five senses. This is where things really get interesting. There's a principle in the Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles that says, think what you want to think, regardless of the appearances presented by your five senses. Your five senses will show you the reality that's in front of you. Maybe it's a bank account that says you're broke, or a job that doesn't fulfill you. But if you allow these physical appearances to dictate your thinking, you're giving up your power. Instead, you must be the one in control of your thoughts. I remember a time when I had very little money. I was a college dropout, I failed my high school English class, and I couldn't get any publishers to accept my books. My YouTube channel wasn't going anywhere, and life felt like it was stuck in a loop. But I knew I had to change my mental image. So I started to deny the reality that was presented to me by my senses. I didn't focus on the current financial situation or the lack of opportunities. Instead, I created a new picture in my mind. I began to visualize myself as a millionaire author, traveling the world, inspiring millions, publishing books with major publishing companies, and having my videos go viral. I wrote it all down in detail. And I didn't just leave it at that. I read this vision out loud every single day. I used my success hypnosis audio to reprogram my subconscious and listen to it while I visualized my new reality. This process works. By consistently writing down your goals, speaking them aloud, and listening to programs that reinforce the new image of success, you begin to reshape your mind. You train your brain to focus on your vision, not the limitations that your senses are showing you. If you can clearly see in your mind, you will eventually hold it in your hand. Now, I invite you to do the same. Start denying the evidence of your senses. Write down exactly what you want your financial life to look like, and read it out loud every single day. This simple yet powerful practice will rewire your brain and begin to align you with the life you desire. To make it even easier, you can get my free success hypnosis at jakeshypnosis.com. It's all about reprogramming your mind for wealth. Check out the link in the description or pinned in the comments below. So, take action today. Change your thinking, become the exception, and start creating your new reality. Being a visionary means living from an inner vision, but here's the real question. What's your vision? Is it shaped by what your five senses are telling you? Are you reacting to the world around you, letting your external environment dictate your thoughts and actions? Or are you dreaming of something new, something better, something in alignment with your true destiny? The third thing I want to share is simple but powerful. This concept completely transformed my approach to wealth. Like many of you, I struggled with deep-rooted negative beliefs about money, and the idea of radically changing my financial situation seemed nearly impossible. If you feel the same, I totally get it. But the only thing holding you back are those subconscious patterns we all carry. Studies show that we have about 65,000 thoughts per day, and 95% of them are subconscious. We're not even aware of them. They're like an automatic program running in the background, controlling our habits, including our financial habits and beliefs about what we can achieve. This is why many people feel stuck. Their mindset about money is running on autopilot, keeping them trapped in old patterns. But here's the breakthrough. One simple habit can change this. Think about how much time you spend in your car every day. Whether you're driving to work, running errands, or commuting, you're spending a significant chunk of time on the road. Now, what do we usually do during these drives? Often, We listen to mindless music or podcasts, right? I still enjoy music, but what I started doing was shifting that time into something far more powerful. I began listening to financial affirmations over and over while driving. I would say them out loud, not just quietly in my head, but loud enough that I could hear and feel the words deeply. Statements like, "Money comes to me freely and easily. I am getting rich, and I am constantly attuned with the infinite abundance of wealth." At first, this felt a little awkward, but over time, it completely rewired my brain. Just like when a catchy song gets stuck in your head, those affirmations started to take root in my subconscious mind. And when that happened, my reality began to shift. This takes us back to the point I mentioned earlier. You must stop letting your current financial situation control your mind. The quickest way to break free from that is to build a new mindset, and the way to do that is with new thoughts. Just like songs repeat in your mind, money affirmations can become your new mental soundtrack. You choose the chorus, the rhythm, and the lyrics. Every time I got in the car, I'd repeat my money affirmations. And when I wasn't driving, I'd play them in the shower or while working out. I would even write down an affirmation on an index card and stare at it while walking on the treadmill. That repetition, those affirmations, help create a new financial reality. Here's a tip. Pick one affirmation that resonates with you. Something like, "Money comes to me quickly and easily," or "I am making others rich." Say it over and over, 100, 200, 500 times a day if you can. Turn those affirmations into your new financial chorus. Make them your mantra, and as you do, you'll start to notice a shift in your mindset and your financial reality. If you're ready for a new financial chapter, don't just dream it. Affirm it, repeat it, and feel it. That's how you step into your true potential and open yourself to the abundance that's already waiting for you. Start today. Choose your affirmation and make it part of your everyday routine. It's time to create a new vision for your life, one that's aligned with your deepest desires and your true purpose.